Okay guys, the last question we're going to work on is number 9. And this one, I have a video just for number 9 by itself because it's probably the most difficult question on the test. Because there's 4 parts to it, and each part requires like multiple steps of work. So let's get started. It says Amari, Griffin, George, and Sam all deposit money into their bank accounts each month for a year. So again, this is each month for a whole year. The information below compares the amount of money in their accounts, Y, to the number of months that have passed, X. So money is Y, and then months that have passed is X. So use the tables, graphs, or equations to answer the questions. So it's a lot of different information here. Again, they're saving money in accounts at a bank. It's going to be over a certain amount of time, so it's each month for a year. So that means that they're going to earn a certain amount per month, and they're going to earn a certain amount per year after 12 months have passed by. So let's go ahead and see what the questions are asking. So it says, who saves the most money per month? Okay, so we're going to go through here, and we'll see. Okay, let me see here. We have Amari, we have Griffin, we have George, and Sam. So Amari right here, it says Y equals 15x plus 90. So that 15, which is our slope, that means he saves $15 per month. Griffin, he has Y equals 25x. So he saves $25 per month. George, his is a table, so it's not in an equation where we can easily tell. But to go from one month to the next, he's increasing $10. And then he's increasing $10, so that means he's saving $10 per month. And then Sam, let's see here. So going from 30 up to that point and then to that point, we can see that he's going, for every 1 month that passes by, he's going up $15, because it goes from 30 to 45 and then from 45 to 60. So he's, for every month that passes by, it's plus 15 like that. So who saves the most money per month? Griffin, right there, because he's saving $25 per month. So that's our first answer. Then our second one, who starts with the most amount of money? So this is not about slope anymore. This time I'm going to be looking for my y-intercept. So my y-intercept for Amari is 90. So Amari starts with $90 in his bank account. Griffin doesn't have a y-intercept. It would be like plus 0. So Griffin starts with $0. George, right here, when it's at 0 months, he has $75. So that means, okay, George is starting with 75. And then right here for Sam, when it's at 0 months, it's at $30. That's our y-intercept. So those are our amounts. Who starts with the most? Easy. It's going to be Amari, because he had $90 to start with. Okay, now the next one. Which two people save the same amount of money per month? So we have to go back up to part A. We have $15, $25, $10, and then $15. So which ones had the same slope, or they're saving the same amount per month? It would be Amari and Sam. So letter C. Because again, Amari saved $15 per month, and Sam saved $15 per month. Again, they started off with different amounts, but that doesn't matter. It's just per month who saves the same. Okay, and then moving down for the last one. After a year, who will have the most money in their account? So this is a tough one right here. So after a year, that means, okay, let me see here. Amari, if I look at Amari's equation again, it's 15x plus 90. So for Amari, it's y equals 15x plus 90. If I want to find how much is going to be made in their money after a year, then that means I have to say, okay, y equals 15 times 12 plus 90. And why did I put a 12 where the x goes? Because 12 is the amount of months that have to pass in order for a year to go by. And I'm saving $15 each of those months. So when I multiply those out, I get, okay, 15 times 12 is 180. 180 plus 90, $270 that Amari would be able to save. So that's for Amari. The next one that I have, the second person in line, is Griffin. So Griffin, and I'll mark his with the GR. His is just y equals 25x. So again, I need to find how much money he would save after 12 months or a year. So y equals 25 times 12, and 25 times 12 is equal to $300. Okay, the next one is George. So GE for George. This one, I'm not given the equation, but I know it has to be y is equal to something. The slope is plus 10 over plus 1, because again we're increasing by 1 for the months, we're increasing by 10 for the money. So my slope is 10 over 1, which is just 10, so 10x, and then we started with 75 as our y-intercept. So y equals 10x plus 75. So then I say, okay, y equals 10 times 12 plus 75, and altogether George is able to save $195 after 1 year. The last one we have is Sam, so with the letter S. We don't have the equation either for this one, so I put y equals, again I figured out that the slope, I was going up 15 and over to the right one, so it would be like I'm going plus $15 and then over to the right plus 1 month. So I'm like this, I'm like this. I drew it kind of off, but that's where the next point is, and then it keeps on going up and up like that. So y equals 15x, because 15 is my slope. 15 divided by 1 is just 15. And then my y-intercept was 30, because that was my starting point right there. So then I have, okay, y equals 15 times 12 plus 30. 15 times 12 is equal to 180. 180 plus 30 is $210. So now, who has the most money in their account after 1 year? Griffin would have $300, so this would be letter B. And so again, this problem is pretty long. It has 4 separate parts, and it takes a lot of work. But again, if you just handle it one by one, you're finding the slope for every single graph or table, you're finding the y-intercept for every single graph or table, and then you just compare and see who has the most money at the end. So hopefully these videos were able to help you. If you still need help, feel free to reach out and send me a message. Thank you guys.